Hey gang, it's still Friday. It's afternoon. Actually, it's after 4:30. Long day of just running around, doing stuff. I went to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5 thrift stores. A couple of them didn't have anything, but I did get a bunch of stuff that I'm going to show you now. I also found out that the shipping container, they were going to try to get it here today, but they couldn't find a delivery truck or a trailer or whatever. So that's probably coming Monday, which is fine because I got a lot of cleaning in here and rearranging to do. So at one of the savers, I picked up, and I had 20% off on all this stuff. I picked up a 50-pint DeLonghi dehumidifier for like 20 bucks. So I just got to clean it up a little bit. It plugged it in the store. It seemed like it worked. So that's good. That'll go into the shipping container. I also found out they're going to let me put a couple of vents in, and then I'm going to probably put a portable AC in there. And I'm also going to drill a hole to get some power into it. I'm going to have to run a really long extension from this studio all the way down to the other end of the property there. But let's show you what I got at the stores today. First up, just under $6 is this Presto Tater Twister electric curly cutter. This is probably going to get parted out. I did see some sold as one whole unit, and you'd probably get about 20-25 bucks, but if I part it out, probably make a little bit more, so I'm probably going to do that. And then for about $6, I got this Victorio food strainer sauce maker. And the same thing with this. I think parting it out is going to be the way to go. You're probably going to get 30 to 40 bucks on all the parts. Grabbed a couple of video games for right around $2 change. This is PlayStation 2 Bratz Diamonds. Not big money on these. This will probably go for like $12.99 free shipping. And this is for the PC from Activision Blur, and this will probably go for about $12.99 to $14.99 free shipping. These I took a chance on for $3. They're Max TV special TV glasses. It maximizes the screen. I'm gonna have to try these here. They were kind of taped up, so I didn't get to see what exactly is in here. But if these do work, I think I saw it comes around $40 for these. This is a brand new Fuse, the Sidewinder MacBook charger winder compatible with MagSafe and USB-C chargers. Paid $4 for this, and probably can get about 20 to 25. This is a Pro Smart slicer, and this might actually still be new. I paid $4 for it, and I probably can get like 20. This I took a chance on. It was like $4.50 or so. This is a Pan Digital PhotoLink scanner. Hopefully it works. It looks like all the parts are here inside this little bag. If it does work, you're probably looking about 30 bucks. For $3, I got this Orec, what do you call this? Electric fabric shaver. Don't ask me what this thing does, but it does turn on and power on. I'm gonna have to look it up and see what this thing actually does and test it out. But I probably can get about 20 bucks for it. So this needs to be cleaned up. It was $5. It's a Wherever Super Shooter electric cookie and candy maker. So if I part this out, I'll probably do better than selling it all together. So part it out, probably looking $30 to $40 in parts. Took a chance for $4 on this Comtrend Nexus Link 3120. I believe it's a router. Yeah, you got 2.4 gigahertz 5G DSL internet, Ethernet ports. Got the antennas on it, but there's no power cable with it. So I'm gonna have to see if I can find one or sell it as untested. But if I can get it to work, then you're probably looking about 30 bucks. Purple Cows for $3. Purple Cows hot and cold 9-inch laminator. It did turn on in the store, so I'm not sure how to test it, but as long as it heats up and gets cold, then we should be good. Probably looking about 25 for this. $4, a little under $4. I got this Dallas Cowboys black. It looks like leather. I don't think it's leather. It's $9.50. New Era snapback. I'm gonna put it up there. There weren't really any comps on it, but I just thought it looked different than any Cowboys hat I've seen. It does, and it's definitely Cowboys because it's got the NFL logo on the inside of it. Cowboys the only team with the star, I believe. But I'm gonna try to get like 20 bucks for this hat. Picked up a couple of pairs of women's sneakers. These are Brooks Dyad 8s. I paid, what did I pay for these? $12 for these, and comps on these are right around 30 to 35. Just gotta clean them up. Then I got for, it's like $4.50 these New Balance 860 V8 sneakers with ASIM counter. I'm not sure what that is, but comps on these were right around 35, 40 to 45. So for 4 change, not bad. Just have to be cleaned up like the other ones. This is an espresso, what do they call this? So I paid 16 bucks for this. The box is pretty damaged, but inside it looked like if it had been used, it hadn't been used much. So it's just gonna need a little cleaning. What is this called? An espresso. Oh, Cites black with frother. And if it works used, you're looking at probably 40 to probably 50 bucks. But if this thing is new but open box or damaged box, you're probably looking more like 70. All right, this for $5 is a Sizzix Big Shot for Stampin' Up. I guess you roll something through, and it's really dirty. I gotta clean it up. You roll some kind of stamp thing through here. So I was only gonna buy this because just this piece looked like they're selling around 35 bucks. But elsewhere in the store, they had this giant tub of just like different parts and pieces for that. So whoever donated that one piece probably donated all this. So I'm gonna part these out because I was looking at like something like this goes for like 12 bucks. Now the funny thing is, when I grabbed this, I could have sworn there was a sticker on this whole bin for like $39.99, and even at that price, it's pretty good because you're probably gonna double or triple that price. But when I got up to the register, the price was gone and we couldn't find it. I looked everywhere. So the cashier called over a manager and he looked at it. He goes, $2.99. So I ended up paying $3 instead of 40 for this thing. And this is the tray, I guess, that goes with the Stampin' Up piece that I just showed you. And I think putting this with that other piece is going to get me more money because I saw one selling for like 50 bucks, I think. But there's a bunch of these plates here, all kinds of accessories. There's actually, I'm gonna have to look this up because I have no idea what these things are. Then they got these little stamper things too. So each one of these little stamp pieces, looking them up, they sell anywhere from like $9 to $15 to $20 each, and there's a bunch of them here. There's actually a, oh geez, there's a Samsonite little bag in here that I had no idea was in here, and it has a price of $3.99 on it. They got thrown in here, so I'll get something for that. But yeah, there's a ton. There's got to be like 15 to 20 of these little stamp things in there. They just need to be cleaned up, and I'll post them. All these kind of different plates, so different designs on them. I really don't know what this thing does. I'm sure it's some kind of stamp thing, but like for what, I don't know. So I actually went to Home Depot also, and I got a 4x4x8 pressure treated ground contact block of wood, and I had the guy there cutting it to just four equal pieces, because the shipping container guy said it might be a good idea to just put each piece, one in each corner of the shipping container, so it's off the ground, and having them in the corners like that, you know, if there's water, if we have a big flood or something, at least it'll be at least 4 inches off the ground. So I got that, and I got two super heavy duty locks for it. It cost me like it was like 50 bucks for all of it, but it was needed, and it's all ready to go. I've already cleared the spot back there for the shipping container, and yeah, so that's it. So right now, as you know, tomorrow, I've been saying this piano is supposed to be leaving here tomorrow, so I need to take a lot of this stuff that's near the door out of the way, maybe kind of condense everything back in that corner so they can get this piano out tomorrow without hitting anything or breaking any of my my death pile here. And yeah, so it's almost 5 o'clock, so I'm gonna start working on that now, go feed the dogs, come back out. See you soon. Hey, welcome back. It is Monday morning, August 2nd. As you can see, I'm in the studio. I'm in a certain corner. I actually got my shipping table here. I got my cart. I got all the boxes in here. It's a mess in here right now. Can barely walk around, but I'll show you once I get this all set up. I'll show you guys exactly what this is going to look like when it's done. Big day today. The shipping container is supposed to be coming today. I got a call there. Probably it's almost 7:30 right now in the morning. I have to call there around 8:30 just to see an approximate time. I ordered the vents. I ordered 4 vents for the container. There might already be a couple in it, but I'm putting at least 4 more in, which is going to help in a big way with condensation and stuff like that. Got the dehumidifier. My buddy is going to let me use his portable AC, which I'm going to see how it goes without the AC first, just having the vents in there. It's another option down the line where I'll have to drill a hole to vent that out. But yeah, things are going well, and I have to also run power all the way across the yard to get the lights. So I got some solar lights and rechargeable lights that go in there, but I might put a couple of lamps in there too that I have sitting around in the studio, or just get some kind of cheap thing from Savers, tall lamp to put in there just to add more light because it's going to be pretty dark. And then once the container comes in and I get I do have to go to Harbor Freight and pick up a riveter. I know this is all boring stuff, but this is more for the checklist in my mind. I pick up a riveter, some rivets, and a steel drill bit set. What's cool about these vents, and then I'll show you once I get them installed, I'll show you what's cool about these vents is they're really small. They're probably like, they're really thin, tall, and they got the holes on the bottom, and then the air can come through. So what you do is you drill 3 holes, you put the rivets in, and you go on the other side, and instead of, well, you probably drill the holes first, and then don't put the vent up. You go inside, you can see the holes, and instead of cutting out an actual like 4x4 square, you just drill a bunch of holes in that designated area. You put it on, so then when the air on the inside hits the holes, it'll go down and then out. So you don't want to put the holes even with the holes in the vent, because then the water or anything can actually get through that. So I'm going to be doing that today. I'm hoping they come early because I got a lot to do. I'm thinking of trading my truck in for a Jeep Wrangler. We're going to see how that goes. And I completely forgot that I have a plow, so I have to figure out if I'm going to want to get a plow on the Jeep or if I'm just going to pick up a really good snowblower down the road. It's mainly for my long driveway in that lot, which is really a pain. I could always use a blowtorch and just melt the snow when needed. But so what else is going on today? I'm going to show you. I had 12 eBay orders that I'm going to show you. Pretty decent. Not as good of a weekend as the last couple, but not too bad, because we had a couple of things that sold that were pretty good return on investment. And yes, I'm going to be doing that, running around today. No thrift stores. I did go to a couple of thrift stores yesterday, which I'm going to, once I get all this stuff cleared out, I'll show you what I bought. It wasn't a lot. The stores have been really bare lately. I've said it before. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'll show you that once I get kind of situated in here. There is just so much stuff in here right now that just bringing anything else in here is just going to be counterproductive. So let me show you what's sold. I'm just going to kind of hold the stuff up here because what's cool is a lot of the stuff I pulled from my parents yesterday when I was grabbing the boxes. I do have to go over there this morning. A couple more boxes and also 2 of the pieces of the order. 2 orders. So actually I'm going to show you those first. So the first 2 things I'll show you like we've been doing on the phone here, just because they're pretty similar. So the first thing is from, I bought a Cuisinart Custom Prep 11 food processor. I think I paid $8 for the whole thing. So far the work bowl only sold for $24.99 plus shipping. So, and then just the lid on its own for that bowl sold for $32.99 plus shipping. So we have, let's say 33 and 25. What is that? $58. $58 so far on an $8 purchase, and I still have the base, which is the motor to go, which I think I have it listed for like 18 bucks. So potential to make, you know, right around $70 on an $8 buy. All right, so first up we have an Apple 85, I don't know if that's Watt, it must be Watt, MagSafe 2 power adapter. This is brand new, was sealed. I think I paid, I want to say I paid like $6 for this, and it ended up selling for $34.99 plus shipping. Then we have a Tampa Bay Rays nightlight, LED nightlight. Paid 40 cents for this, and this sold for $8.99 free shipping. We have a Boston Bruins insulated gradient lunch bag. Paid 40 cents for this, and this sold for $9 free shipping. Then you might have seen this, and I don't know if it's in this video or last week's video. This is a Victorio Model 250 food strainer sauce maker. This looked like it was in excellent condition actually, and I paid, I think I want to say I paid $8 for this, and it sold for $31.99 plus shipping. And we have a couple of bats. We have a DeMarini, what is this one? This is the Vendetta. Yeah, the DeMarini Vendetta 32 ounce. Picked this up at a Savers probably for like $3 a little while ago. Actually, it's been sitting for a while, and this ended up selling for $34.99 plus shipping. All right, so the next thing is an 2018 Easton Ghost X Hyperlight bat. And I just noticed, I got a little bit of a mistake here. I just messaged the buyer. The title says 30 ounce, but it's actually a 31. And the photos, you know, I took photos of it. It shows a 31. So I just want to make sure that the person that bought this realizes it's a 31 and not a 30. And I told him, I said, I totally understand if you want to cancel, and I apologize, but I'm going to hold off on this until I hear back from him. All right, next up we have a pair of Salomon men's Sonic RA2 running shoes in blue, size 10.5. These are actually in excellent condition. I picked these up probably right around $9, and they sold for $43.99 plus shipping. All right, then we have a Funai DVD VCR combo. It's the DV220FX4. I tested out, both sides work. I picked this up not too long ago. I think I paid like $5 or $6 for this, and it sold for $50 plus shipping. And then we have another DVD VCR combo. This is the Magnavox DV200 MW8. And I picked this up, again, not too long ago. I think I might have paid around $9 or $10 for this one. But this one sold for $69.99 plus shipping. Then the last thing, if you remember this, that vintage Magnavox D8443 boombox, basically. It's got the cassette deck on it. I'm trying to hold this up so you can see it. But now if you remember, the radio worked fine. The cassette deck was random at best. You know, it would rewind, fast forward when it wanted to. And the playback, it would play back pretty well for a few minutes, and then it would stop, and then also sometimes it would just play super fast. But I put it up with those issues, sold as is, and this sold for $109.99 plus shipping. Hey guys, it is, what's today? Today's Tuesday, August 3rd. I'm going to show you actually what I got at the thrift stores the other day, I think Sunday, that I haven't shown you yet. I'm not going to show you, I only had 2 orders, pretty insignificant orders, but I've been extremely busy. You're going to see coming up, the shipping container arrived yesterday. You're going to see that kind of being put into place. And then once I get everything set up in there, I've already drilled the vent, put the vents in. There's 6 vents and 3 on each side right now. I got to drill a little hole to run the electric cable into it. And then I can start putting the boxes and all the other stuff in there, all the death pile and everything. So let me show you what we got. I got it behind me here. First up, for $7 at Goodwill, this Rocket Fish, I forgot exactly what this is. Rocket Fish Universal Wireless Rear Speaker Kit. Now it didn't have any power. I don't even know if this takes power. I think you just plug your speakers into this and it kind of runs your speakers. But this should go for around maybe $25–30. And then for $12, I picked up more electronics. This Yamaha AV receiver, the RX-V363. I should be able to get probably 50, 60, maybe $70 out of this. Got to test it. It did power up in the store. Then at Savers, for just about $4, I picked up this old Packard Bell, the old style keyboard. It was in pretty good condition. And comps on this were right around $20 to $30. For just about $3, I got this Ott light. Kind of a cool desk light. It does work. I believe these are, I want to say these are LEDs in here, but this should sell for about $20. And then we just got 3 pairs of women's sneakers. So for just about $10, I got these Brooks Ariel 7s. Decent condition. They got to be cleaned up a little bit. Should probably get about $30. And then also for $10, these Skechers Shape Ups. Okay condition. These were kind of weird. There was some that sold for like $25, and then I saw some selling for like in the $50s. So probably going to be kind of in between that. And then for like $12, I got these Reebok Ventilators. I was kind of stumped on these. I kind of took a chance on these sneakers. They're okay condition. I got to clean them up, but comps were kind of all over the place, and I couldn't find this exact color, like with the purple and the gold on it. Almost like Laker colors, but I still got the white. Sneakers that look similar to this, the Reebok Ventilators, like I said, they were anywhere from $30 to over $100. So I'm gonna upload these to Sellhound and see what they come up with for a price. But I should be able to get at least $30 to $35 for these. So today I'm going to, I think I mentioned I was going to try to trade my truck in, and it looks like the deal is going through. I've already put a deposit down. It's a 2018 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport 4x4. It's in like granite color, nice gray, and it's actually really cool. I took it for a drive. It was pretty awesome driving it. So I couldn't take it home yesterday because it hadn't been on the lot for 3 days, and I don't know if it's a rule or a law, but it has to stay on the dealership lot for at least 3 days when they get the cars in, and they're doing like a 120-point inspection on everything before they can actually let it go off the lot. So I'm hoping tomorrow or Thursday I'll be picking it up. But today we're going to be doing more work out in the container, getting that ready and getting some of these boxes. I'm like caved in right now, getting some of this stuff out there hopefully. And also I may go to a couple of thrift stores this morning after my PT appointment, I'm going to try to find a couple of cheap rugs to put down in the container. It's got wood floors. I mean, they're fine, but I kind of want to put some rugs down, and I'll see what they got at Savers and then maybe pick up some other stuff. So if I get anything noteworthy, you guys will see it. It's Wednesday, August 4th in the studio, making great progress. Only had 2 orders again, but it's mainly because I haven't been listing. I've been doing all this other stuff. So before I show you the 2 orders, I'm gonna show you what the studio looks like now, and then we're gonna go out to the storage unit, or the shipping container, whatever you wanna call it, and you can see the kind of progress I made in there. I am going to pick up a couple of LED shop lights, kind of like I have here in the studio, to hang in the shipping container. I did buy a couple of rechargeable solar like work lights. They work well, but I think the LED shop lights that like I have in here hung up will make a huge difference in there. The other thing with the shipping container, so I picked up a used dehumidifier from Savers last week or the week before for like 20 bucks. It works, but it's not doing the job I need it to, so that's going to be redonated, and I actually ordered a new one off of Amazon that should be here tomorrow. Luckily, it's not warm in there right now. It's actually pretty cool in there with the 6 vents that we got going. Let me stop talking and show you the studio. There's still a little work to be done in here, just little minor odds and ends that I need to clean up, but everything is kind of back to where it should be. So this right here is my shipping center. I ended up putting the bubble wrap up top. I have all my packing supplies here. I'm picking up a laptop table today that'll go there next to that stuff. That stuff the printers will slide over, and I'll have to let, because I'm too tall for that right now, and it's kind of on an angle, and it's just not productive to use that laptop like that. So we got that there, and we're going to turn around here. I've got my amp. So I moved my testing station for video games and DVD players and all that stuff, VCRs, over to this window, and I have my cart here that I can roll around in here. So when I pull orders out of the shipping container, or if I go to the eBay space in my parents' house, bring them back and everything can go on. It's a mess right now because I took everything out of my truck that's being traded in. I'm hoping they call me today to come pick up my new Jeep. But so all the orders will go on here, and I can just wheel them over and do them. And as we spin around, you can see the couch is no longer on the wall. I just pushed all my lights and musical equipment stuff over there. And the couch is now back in the middle, still got to get cleaned up. So if we go over to here, if you notice, the drums are now here. And the death pile is pretty much gone. I have a pile there and a bunch of sneakers. That's going to be the next stuff that's going to get listed. So that's ready to go. But this whole section here, there's a lot more space to walk around. And if we go from this angle, you can see my desk obviously still there, but I got so much more space in the middle like I used to have with the studio, and I can actually do some music projects in here again. But that's pretty much it for the studio. But let me see, show you up top. So up top I have in the rafters, instead of putting everything out in the shipping container, I just left all the bubble wrap and stuff like that up there, a few boxes that I can just pull down if I need to without having to go outside. So yeah, so that's pretty much it in the studio. Just like I said, a lot of little cleaning up to do, but for the most part I have my studio back, and we're going to take a look at the shipping container next. Okay, so I actually went to Home Depot, grabbed a couple of shop lights. It's all hooked up in there. Doesn't look pretty, but I got plenty of light in there. So let's go out to the container. And again, this isn't done yet. I still got to get inventory up on the right side, but let's take a look. All right, so we're making the walk that I'm going to be making pretty much every day, either to get something from the death pile or something that's sold once I get some inventory in there, or for packing boxes or supplies. So here we go. And we are in the container. Get the lights up. So when you walk in on the left, I got all my boxes. I got some extra poly bags and also packing tape in here somewhere. And as we move along, these empty bins I use to go pick up stuff that's sold from the other space. So these normally won't be here. And then as we go this way, this is the death pile wall. And yes, there's a lot. It's got a little space to fill there, but I think I'm going to take it easy on buying. I know I keep saying that, but I really need to get moving on this pile. So what's going to happen is And I started bringing some of the clothes. I'm going to get the sneakers in here too. I got a fan going right now. It's actually not too bad in here. The humidity's up to like 65% right now. So hopefully tomorrow, once I get that dehumidifier, I'm going to put it on a schedule like to run for 4 hours, shut off for an hour, run for 4 hours, shut off. This way I don't have to keep checking it and coming out here and all that. So on this wall here, we're going to get some shelving units, bigger ones like the ones you saw with the boxes. And that's going to be new inventory, and this down here is all stuff that's just recently got listed, so rather than bring it over to the other space, it's just going to stay in here. And then this whole wall here is going to be inventory that's listed. So actually, you know, this was probably the way to go rather than get a storage unit. Like I said, I was paying 80 bucks a month for a 5x10, and this is an 8 by, I think it's like 8.5 feet tall by 20 feet long, and I'm only paying 75 a month. So, and it's on my property. I just have to a short walk from the studio, as you saw. So I'm pretty happy with this. The lights are up and everything's working. I kind of MacGyvered the way I plugged everything in. The vents are in. Yeah, so ready to get rocking and rolling here. I got a bunch. I'm not really going anywhere today unless they call me about the Jeep, which I hope they do. It's supposed to rain later anyway. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I'm going to be here at least the next 2 days, just finishing putting stuff together in here. I'm waiting to hear back on a shelving unit, a big one, from someone on Marketplace. I sent an offer, but they read it and they didn't accept it or decline it, so I don't know what they're doing. And I sent them another message asking if they were still selling this shelving unit, or is it sold? You know, did they just forget to take it down? But waiting to hear on that. If I can't get that from them, then I'm gonna start looking at some other ones that are on there. Some people are pricing these plastic shelves, like, you know, some of these things that I have back here, almost to the point of what they are new in the store. So I don't know if they realize they're overpricing it, because there's a few of them that have been sitting there for a while. But anyway, I'm rambling again. I'm gonna go back into the studio, and I'm going to, rather than clean up in there a little bit more, I'm gonna start listing some of those sneakers and get those banged out, and go from there. So let's head back in there. I'll show you the 2 orders, and then I need to get to work. All right, made it back into the studio. Let's do the 2 orders. Nothing super exciting, but they are orders. So first up, we got this. This is from Atlantis in the Bahamas, the Cove. I guess they give these to guests for free. This still has a tag on it. I picked this up at a Goodwill for, I think it was like $3, probably a month ago, and this ended up selling for $29.99 plus shipping. And then I gotta give a shout out to my buddy Pat. First order, he's a big supporter of the channel and pretty much anything I do, and I do appreciate that, Pat. He picked up this Star Wars Power of the Force Boba Fett action figure from 1995. This was part of that big Star Wars deal. I probably paid, I don't know, 50 cents for this, and this ended up selling for $17 plus shipping. So again, thanks, Pat. Hopefully you buy more stuff, and hope you like all the new changes I made. So that's it for the orders. I'm gonna get these packed up and then start listing and wait on my Jeep. See you in a few. So it's Thursday around noontime. It is August 5th, last day of the eBay week for me. Only had 3 orders again. I've been noticing online a lot of resellers are having the same issues this week. So I guess they refer to this as the summer swoon, where really nobody's even going onto eBay. So eBay gives you all kinds of statistics and graphs and everything that you can look at to see how many visitors are going to look at your items and this and that. And it seems like everybody's have gone from July, now August, they're going down, just the views on items. So that makes all the sense in the world as far as why sales are slow. Hopefully it picks back up once we get through August into September. So let me show you the 3 orders, and I haven't bought anything, so there's nothing to show you that way. I'm probably not going to any thrift stores today. It's pouring like crazy outside right now, so it's gonna be fun going over to the shipping container to get the boxes to pack these orders up. So let's get started. First up, we have a Star Wars Black Series Chewbacca number 5. This was part of that big Star Wars buy. Probably have 50 cents to $1 into this, and this sold for $24.90. Actually, no, this sold for $27.99 plus shipping. And we can't go a week without selling another Ship in a Bottle. You've seen them before. I'm not going to take this out. Again, I paid probably 60 cents for this, and this sold for $9.99 plus free shipping. All right, then we have it's just a lot of vintage cars. There's some Hot Wheels in here, Matchbox, I believe, let me take a look here. Zima, Yachtming, You know, it's just different brands from the probably 60s, 70s, 80s. Not sure what I paid for these. I probably have a couple of bucks into them, and they sold for $20 plus shipping. So I get those packed up, get them over to the post office, and other than that, today I've already listed a few items this morning. I did some sneakers last night through Sellhound, and they just went through, so I have to go review those and okay them. And then I'm just going to start listing stuff that I have out in my death pile out in the shipping container. Just hoping that it's supposed to stop raining by 1, 2 o'clock here, so I'm hoping that comes a little sooner, but I got to go brave it and get out there. But I had to sneak this one in real quick. So as I was doing those other orders, I ended up getting another order. So this is a Funko Pop. It's from Dune number 813. Paul Atreides. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but picked this up for like $1 or $2, and this sold for $7.99 plus shipping. That's it for the video. Hope you guys and girls like the new setup, the studio. It's so nice to have the space back. I actually just picked up a mini fridge for the studio, and I got to get that cleaned off and wiped down because it's soaked from the rain. And then the shipping container is great. I haven't been in it yet. It's been pouring since late yesterday, so I'm hoping I don't think there's going to be any leaks in it, but I'm hoping there's not, and I'm going to check that now. So hope to see you next week. Like, subscribe, share, hit the bell, and remember, the new name is Thrift, Resell, Repeat. Pass it on, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks.